This is the implementation of our dysfunctional cum random heart along with our pacemaker, which regulates the heart and maintains a constant heartbeat according to the mode in which the pacemaker is in. So I'll just walk you through the whole process of development, and then we can just verify the correctness of our implementation. So this is the heart, this embed, which is a prototype of it, and the heart is simulated and it is connected to the serial port on this laptop, and the pacemaker is connected to the serial port of this laptop. So now initially, as you can see on the LCD, the pacemaker is in normal mode, and hence the LEDs are beating according to the normal heart rate of the heart. So now these are the LEDs for the pace signals, and these are the LEDs for the sense signals. Both the red LEDs are for A signals respectively, and A signal and A pace, and the green LEDs are for A V signal and V pace. So now I'll just put the pacemaker in the exercise mode, and you can see how the rate gets quicker, because as a person is exercising, his heart rate is going to exceed the normal limit. So as you can see, the mode is switched to exercise mode, and if you can see the LEDs now, so the heart is beating at a faster rate. Now what we can do here is we can just observe the intervals. Now if you look at the LCD after 10 seconds, it will display the current heart rate of the pacemaker of the heart with the pacemaker is calculating, and it is calculated to be 102. So this heart rate is the number of pulses per minute, which is calculated by the pacemaker by taking an average over 10 seconds. Now to verify the correctness of our implementation, we'll just put the heart into the test mode by pressing T, and if you can just focus on this. And when T is tested, both the pacemaker and the heart are getting synchronized, and the test mode is started, where initially the heart was functional. Now the heart is totally dysfunctional, so only the pace signals are coming. Now A signal and V pace were coming, and V signal and A pace are coming. And now the buzzer is gonna buzz in the test mode 5, because the signals are not being detected by the heart. Even if it is pacing, the heart is not detecting anything. So these were the test modes to verify the implementation. So now I'll walk you through the manual mode of both the pacemaker and the heart. So if I want to put my pacemaker in the manual mode, I'll just press M here, and it directly goes into the manual mode, where you can see like nothing is blinking here, because only the valid A signals and the V signals are going to get detected if they are bounded by the time in which they should come. Now if I want to send a V pace, just thoda dur se. Okay. So there's A, this is V, this is A, this is V. So these, in this manner, we are manually controlling our pacemaker to control the heart. Now I am exiting the manual mode, and it is again gone back to the exercise mode. Now if the person wants to go into the sleep mode, the pacemaker we just have to press S, and the pacemaker will regulate the heart according to that mode. So now it is in sleep mode, and as you can see, the heart rate has decreased totally. Now if we want to calculate the lower bound of the heart rates, we might consider putting the heart in the manual mode so that no signals come, and then the pacemaker will pace the heart, so that it will wait for the maximum amount of time it can, and then it will start pacing the heart. So I'll just put my heart in the manual mode, and as you can see, the heart is in the manual mode. So the signals, A signal and the V signals, have stopped, and only the pace signals are coming. Now if I want to calculate the heart rate, I'll just press O for the observation interval, and if you can see, the LCD will get updated in 10 seconds. It will calculate the lower bound of the heart rate of the sleep mode, which will be around 36. So here we have added one count to account for the delta, and in this manner we can get the lower bound of the heart in every mode.
Sure.
Now we'll demonstrate the functionalities of the alarm that we have implemented. So basically, an alarm is gonna buzz whenever the pacemaker is not pacing the heart, but the heart is dysfunctional. So it has to pace it, otherwise the alarm is gonna buzz off. So now I'll just remove the pacing signals from the heart's embed, and then you can see, you can listen that the buzzer buzzes. And whenever I took out the pace signals, the buzzer starts buzzing, because the heart, or the pacemaker is not facing the heart. Yeah. Now I'll put the signals one by one, and you can see that the buzzer has stopped because the pacemaker is again facing the heart, and the pace signals are actually coming here. These LCDs, these are just for visualization purposes, and that's all about it. Yeah.